Hi there. My name is Eileen Nauman, and welcome to Gem Mystique. This is going to be a little bit of science, a little bit of magic, a little bit of energy information about gemstones. And today we're going to talk about Emerald, who is a master healer. Now, the chemistry of the emerald, this is the science part. The makeup of it is from the beryl family, and beryl comes in many, many different colors: white, pink, blue, aquamarine, gold, yellow, pale green, blue-green, and light blue colors. You may know about aquamarine. It's also from the beryl family, and is also a powerful gemstone healer in its own right. Emeralds are beryllium aluminum silicate with a trace mineral of chromium, and it is considered the most valid cause of the color of green for the emerald. Brazil has emeralds with vanadium influenced green color also. It is a hexagonal or six-sided crystal. They form when beryllium, aluminum, silicon, and oxygen, and one or more of the trace elements that cause the green color to create an emerald. They can occur in sedimentary, which is old ocean water and mud conditions, and are found in white calcite veins, and the emeralds are dug out of it. Or it can also occur in metamorphic rock conditions where the rocks are squeezed and the heat and the pressure create the emeralds. Now, Colombian emeralds come from sedimentary formations in South America. In the stone itself, there could be tiny spider web little inclusions within them, and it makes it very hard to facet an emerald because of that. Many emeralds have fallen apart when a jeweler tries to facet it, which is, heartbreaking in itself. So, the industry has turned to treatments, which is also known as enhancements, such as putting them in castor, mineral, or peanut oils. And this is called oiling, or what they call fracture filling, to fill these little tiny minuscule inclusions and to hide them so it makes the stone look and have more clarity. In other words, it's more transparent. You can see light through it. Of late, they are using natural resin instead, which seems to do a better job than oiling. 90% of the emeralds have fractures filled with oil or resin, which is why I strongly suggest if you're going to work metaphysically with a stone, that you buy what we call mine run emeralds. And that is, and you can see by the pictures here, they are not transparent at all. They're opaque, and they have, the color may not be as great as if you paid thousands of dollars for a clear emerald faceted gemstone. But we don't need a clear faceted gemstone in order to work with it metaphysically. So mine run is cheap. You can get it at any rock or gem show. You also may be able to buy some from a rock hound shop, depending upon where you're at. So who should wear emerald? Now we're getting into the field of energy and energy expression. We're all made of energy. You can see us, we're 3D, but there's a lot of energy. Ask any quantum physicist out there, and they will tell you that, even though you can't see it and it's invisible, it is there and it's working on us and with us anyway. So we're going to get into the energy side of how and what we can use this emerald for. If you work in a high or stressful or emotional job environment, emerald can protect you from some of the pressure and the tenseness that inhabits your life. If there is a grinding quality to everyday job, then think of emerald. If you're in a job you hate, but you have to stay because it brings in the money you need, wear emerald. if you're having problems with a child, a spouse, a teen, who doesn't? It's something they go through. Or your parent, and there's a long haul staring you in the face with any of the above, wear emerald. You can wear it on a bracelet, you can wear it around your neck, you can wear earrings, you can wear a mind run type of ring, but we'll get more into that later. When you feel you can go no further, you're exhausted, I suggest to drink charged emerald water daily, and it will help pick you up and keep you moving. Now, charging water is a ceremony that was taught to me by Oceana Fast Wolf. She was an Apache Mohican medicine woman, and she was well revered for her knowledge of quartz crystal healing and gemstones. And I studied with her off and on for 3 years. And she is the one who created charging water. And what you do is you put gently a piece of rough or tumbled emerald in the bottom of a glass of water, maybe 6-ounce glass, and then fill it about half full of water. And then there's a ceremony which I will be giving another talk on how to charge water later, because it's a show and tell. I'm just going to talk about it in passing right now, but that will be coming along. Anyway, you can perform the ceremony, and it releases the emerald energy into the water, and that's all you need to do. And be sure and pick up the stone out of the glass afterwards. A lot of people put charged water in their water bottle, and they can take it and carry it all day long. You can sip it throughout the day. The charged water is good for 24 hours, and then you have to charge a new glass of water for the next day from your rough or tumbled emerald that you would use. Okay, this is cataloging of gemstones as healers. And again, healing is about the unseen energy, but it's there, and humans have used it, since time immemorial. And but emeralds or any gemstone can also help animals and plants. So I evaluate a gemstone in a number of ways, and it falls into one of these many categories. There's the heart, grounding stone, guard dog stone, high energy stone, trauma stone, mental stone, stress stone, luck stone, psychic stone, money stone. Everyone's always interested in that. Arthritis stone, and master healer stone. I created this system over the years because each stone has unique skills. Some of them, like the master stones, are diverse, they're multi-skilled, and it affects more than one chakra in our aura. And our aura, by the way, has 9 fields that come out around us. They're energy fields, electromagnetic. And we have chakras, 2 above our head and 7 that work with the physical body directly. So we have 9 altogether. And any gemstone charged water will work with everything, including your physical body. So as a master healing stone, there's a handful of them that fall into this category. They work on all chakras, not just 1 or 2. And this is why they're called master healers. Most of them are transparent and are able to carry light waves more powerfully through an individual's collective bodies, physical, and also your astral body or your astral fields, your auric fields. Their color may also indicate a particular chakra or chakras that they work on. So the master healers are the Kansas pop rocks, diamond, emerald, fire opal, flint, lodestones or magnetite, opal, peridot, ruby, clear quartz crystal, green tourmaline, and turquoise all fall into this category. So emerald is about creativity, and it is also, like any other gem, a metaphysical gem, an energy gem, if you will. If you want to trade metaphysics for energy, that's fine. It's more of an update or an upgrade. So I'm usually going to talk from now on about metaphysics. It's simply, we're talking about energy that's not seen, but it's there working on us anyway. And some of emerald's main areas of expertise, it is a creative stone. And creative stones work with the right hemisphere of the person's brain. Doesn't matter whether you're male or female, we all have a right and we have a left hemisphere in our brain. So the right is location of one seat of creativity and excuse me, metaphysical capabilities. These gemstones inspire ideas, plans, strategies that will help a person blossom into their unique skills and abilities. Emeralds work with both hemispheres. However, there's a powerful creation ability that comes with this gemstone. And I find it interesting that a lot of people who love emeralds are either writers, or they're painters, or they create songs, or they're singers, they dance. They have an affinity for an emerald, like. Emerald's also a psychic stone, which means if you have a stone that has that particular ability, it heightens or turns on or makes your ability to sense, or your intuition, or maybe better dreaming, or your dreams have a beginning and an end to it. So that's a psychic stone, and emerald has this capability. And emerald has been long honored for its mystical abilities in our ancient past. And any psychic stone is one that helps you to listen to your intuition or your hunches. In some cases, it can make a person clairvoyant, but other indicators have to be there first. This is a stone that helps people who are usually not listening to their own inner voice, and that it enables them to get in touch with that inner voice via the stone's help and support. It is also good to wear it while meditating, because it will deepen and improve the quality of your meditation. Now, this is the history of emeralds. South America and Central America have a very long ability to know about this stone and its energy properties. So anywhere in Central America, South America, this particular photo was taken by a friend of mine, Michelle Berde of Switzerland, when we were down at the Museum of Gold in Lima, Peru, which is the capital of Peru. I saw this emerald necklace at the Museum of Gold, like I said, in the late 1990s. This particular necklace was found at the gravesite of an Inca lord. The emeralds are clear. Check it out. You can see the thread through each of these golf ball size emeralds. I mean, can you imagine? I just stood there looking through the glass at that, and I was just absolutely mesmerized by it. It was so huge. I'm sure it was very heavy to wear too. So they're the size of golf balls. And I was so profoundly touched by the energy of this necklace that I ended up creating the Warriors for the Light series that I wrote as Lindsay McKenna for Silhouette Nocturne and Harlequin in 2007. And I ended the series in 2010. Anyway, the Incas and the Aztecs of South America regarded this gemstone as sacred. Emeralds are found around the world, and they are not all equal in color, or whether they're opaque or semi-opaque or transparent. Colombia has some of the finest emeralds in the world, and they come out of the Muzo and the Chivor mines there. Brazil has emeralds, and they are lighter in color than those found in Colombia. Brazil also supplies rare emerald cat's eyes gemstones, and that is a cat's eye has a 6-spoke star in it. You used to think that only sapphires had stars, but emeralds have them too. Okay, so more history on emeralds, because the more you get to know about it, the more you can understand it in its entirety. Historically, the Sanskrit word was markata, meaning the green of glowing things. And I'm sure that it is about the gardens that you see, or those tiny inclusions within the emerald that they're talking about. Later, there was a Persian word for it, but it is lost. Then Latin for it was smaragdos, and later via the Old French word esmeralda. So it means green gemstone. Emeralds are sold in markets, were sold in the markets of Babylon in 4000 BCL. Chaldeans believed the stone contained a goddess. Alexander the Great had a large emerald set in his girdle around his waist, his armor. In Islamic faith, an amulet of emerald might be engraved with a verse from the Quran. Romans believed that a light-colored emerald was a young gem, and that an aged and matured one, as it grew, became a darker green. And a Roman magician named Damigeron in 2 BCL said that the emerald, quote, influences every kind of business, and if you remain chaste while you wear it, it adds substance to both the body and the speech, unquote. Nero, who we all know, Emperor of Rome, was said to have watched gladiator fights through a large transparent emerald because he found the color calming. Pliny, the Roman historian, said that the green of the emerald gladdened the eye without tiring it. King Arthur legends say that the Holy Grail was fashioned from an emerald as well. China believed that if one wore green and emeralds on Thursday, it would bring the wearer good luck. The oldest known emeralds come from near the Red Sea in Egypt. The pharaohs between 3000 to 1500 BCL, and they were called Cleopatra's Mines later on, had been exhausted by the time they were rediscovered in the 19th century. And Cleopatra's favorite stone was the emerald. In the Vedas, the holy scripture of the Indians touted emeralds as good luck and enhancing one's well-being. No surprise then that the Indian Maharajas, Maharanis collected emeralds. One of the biggest emeralds is called the Mogul emerald, dates back to 1695 and weighs 217.80 carats. It is some 10 centimeters tall. That's huge. On one side of it is inscribed with prayer text, and on the other, floral ornaments. This emerald was auctioned off by Christie's in London to an unidentified buyer for $2.2 million on September 28, 2001. Emperor Jahangir from the Mughal Empire, 1605, had a pure emerald cup made. One of the largest Colombian emerald crystals, known as Patricia, weighs 632 carats. And when Hernando Cortez, the Spaniard, conquered Mexico, he took many emeralds. Unfortunately, the ship sank. Carved emeralds in the shape of flowers, fish, and faceted ones, including one as large as the size of a man's hand, were lost forever. That's a shame. Well, it was a shame that they stole them too. So who knows? Maybe it's karma at work. Okay, historically, in Greece and Aristotle, who we all know, Aristotle referenced emeralds in his literature, and it is from him that emerald's fame spread. He said that it prevented epilepsy, which they called falling sickness, that it helped in speaking during business, victory in trials, court trials, helped in litigation, and aided one's eyesight, improving upon it. In the Middle Ages, it was believed that the gem would keep a woman chaste. And in many cultures, emeralds were believed to foretell the future if put on the tongue or worn on the left side of the body. Others wore an emerald to keep them out of danger. And that emerald helped one express love, devotion, and adoration for another. Okay, we're going to move back into energy responses regarding the emerald and how to wear it. Oceana Fastwolf, my gem and crystal teacher, taught us to always wear a rough, it's raw, it's mine run stone, or a tumbled stone, which is smooth, but it's odd shaped, and put it into a small leather bag. To gain benefit from the energy, she advised was to wear it in your left pocket. And you can use a safety pin to pin it to the waist of your slacks or trousers also. Why left? Because we draw energy in on the left side of our body. And it moves into our aura and through all of our chakras, which is a good thing. So the left side is also the feminine side. If you draw a midline, the left side is feminine, our right side is masculine. So it doesn't matter whether you're man or woman, you're going to have the same anatomical energy differences. The left from the middle for a man is feminine, and from the midline to the right is his masculine energy. So we both have it same way. And she always said, if you want to win money, always wear the emerald on the left side of your body. And this is a photo of mine run. And this is what it looks like. It's not pretty, but that doesn't matter. It's still got the emerald energy, and that's all you care about. That's why you don't have to go out and spend a fortune to get an emerald. If you wear it on the right side of your body, you are putting that energy out to others in the 3D or the third dimensional world that we all live in every day of our lives. This energy will affect others, and it will be resorbed into anyone's aura who meets and mixes with your aura. And our auras, if we're in a crowded place, are always mixing and matching with one another. It's all energy. Some people can feel it. Clairvoyants can see it. But most of us, we don't feel it or see it. Money is lost if you're betting and you wear it on the right side of your body. So don't do that. Put it on the left, put it in your left pocket. Or wear a necklace, and half of the energy will go to the left and the other half will go to the right. But I would wear an emerald ring, but you know, that's not cheap. I would just get some mine run, put it into your little leather bag, put it into your left pocket, and it can be very small. It's not large. You're not carrying around a boulder or anything like that. So just make it easy on yourself. Okay, so the emerald is the master healer, and it symbolizes energetically our heart chakra. And there is a fascinating phenomena that I've observed with emerald. This is a gemstone for people who want to work on changing and transforming themselves into a better person, okay? We're all born with wounds and dysfunction. It's just a question of how much or how bad it is. Emerald helps a person who is self-aware look into themselves to honestly see where they're at with themselves. There's a lot of people out there who are not self-aware at all. We call them asleep. People who are self-aware, we call they're awake. Knowing where your wounds are and then wanting to work through them, heal them, and improve yourself is one of emerald's wonderful skills. Pliny acknowledged emerald being kind to the eye, but it's far more than that. It is insight symbolically into ourselves, as well as insight into other people. The natural direction of emerald is to dig into our own unique psyche, to ferret out what is healthy in there and what is not healthy and is a wound within us. And it's actually stopping us from being whole or being all that we could be. And what it is not, how to fix it, heal it, and grow because of it is something that only you can do. The gemstone can't do it for you. The gemstone can open up the possibility of the self-awareness, but you're the person that has to actually go do the work. So this is one of the reasons emerald is a master healing gemstone. Emerald is green. That is the color of the heart chakra. And as some of us know, our ground zero as humans living in an incarnation on this earth is about working with and through our emotional chaos that we've brought in this incarnation to work with. With emerald's refined eye, it has no distortion. It can perceive us clearly, objectively, and without judgment. That's a very fine skill for a gemstone to have. It helps us to help look at ourselves and see where we're at in our maturation and growth and spiritual process. It not only shows what is out of balance, but also aids the intuition wise on how to heal ourselves as well. Okay, emerald, master healer, and stress. Stress is our biggest problem. So the calming effects of emerald have been experienced throughout history. It's well documented. It even tamed Nero to a degree. And one can imagine the rulers of countries throughout the world in ancient times had few things in their lives to keep them truly calm. After all, running a country is a stressful thing to do. Wearing emerald was always soothing, as it is even now in our day and age. When it comes to an overall healer, emerald is it. Because it influences all of our chakras, it becomes important in the healing process. In a way, I see it a lot as a roto-rooter, a gemstone that has the ability to dig into the toxic positive ions that cluster around our chakras, both front and back. Emerald has a phenomenal ability to work with a person's perceptions about themselves. This is where it aids in becoming self-aware, which is an incredible gift to us, all of us. When we can emotionally change our sight or our perception, those clogged chakras become cleaned out by our own transformation. And this is how emerald engages us. It's not like quartz crystal, which has pyroelectric and piezoelectric skills. Instead, it works on us to see ourselves more accurately so that when we see something about ourselves we don't like, we can make the change in it. And therein lies emerald's skills. Okay, master healer and our eyes and perception. Very important. When it comes to an overall healer, emerald is it. Because it influences all our chakras, it becomes important in the healing process. So, as I said, it's more like roto-rooter. And I've already covered that part of it, but the next part is when it comes to our relationships, not only do we have to work on ourselves, we also live with people or we work with people. So we have inner healing or wanting to heal inside, as well as dealing with the outside world. So when it comes to relationships, love, disagreement, discord, emerald can't stop a divorce or force a marriage, but it can help the wearer be in touch with her or his real emotions. Emerald subtly allows us to see things as they really are without our normal projections we all utilize. I like emerald's quiet but firm qualities of energy. It's never in your face. It's persistent in a quiet, gentle sort of way and can help the wearer improve upon themselves as a human being, as well as learning to work with and give everyone outside of you, stranger, relative, working in a business, wherever, you have to understand that everyone's under stress They all have a story, and we can't judge them. And that helps us to help ourselves in understanding we're all in the same pot of stew, if you will. So moving on with perception, getting around to the emerald eye, there's more to this than meets the eye. Yes, emerald has an influence over our physical eyes. Equally, emerald influences our third eye, which is our brow chakra. It's located right here. So we look into things rather than glossing over them or not seeing them at all, or not seeing them because we're blind to a person or to a situation or to ourselves. Like a laser, emerald just cuts through the confusion, the crap, and allows us to see it as it really is. Those who regularly wear emerald don't suffer fools gladly, unquote. And emerald wearers tend to be diplomatic, but they're going to tell the truth too. They might sugarcoat it a little, but they won't swerve from what they really see or perceive about themselves. Anyone who is in a career field where it pays to know the inner workings of others, such as a manager, can really use emerald skills and perceptive qualities. Psychologists, police, and psychiatrists in particular do well with emerald. And people can fool a therapist too. I've seen it happen. The old saying that rose-colored glasses gives a person a romantic or idealistic view on life are turned around with emeralds colored glasses. They see the world and everything in it as it really is. That's an important thing to know. And there's something good about this, because when the game playing and the dancing stops, truth is the one thing that will really set us all free. People who are managers work well with emerald's ability. Okay, this is about healing ourselves. When it comes to an overall healer, emerald is it, because it influences all of our chakras. It becomes important in the healing process. So I want to talk about being aware is an emerald skill. People who want to grow, heal their wounds, or will be the most likely that they can possibly be, love emerald, and will support this positive mindset. And this is how emerald engages us. It's not like quartz crystal. Instead, it works for us to see ourselves more accurately, so that when we see something about ourselves we don't like, we can make a choice to change it. And therein lies emerald's skill. At its finest, emerald is clarity, eyesight, and insight. See through someone to know who they really are, as well as seeing through yourself. And its highest end, emerald people are visionaries. Okay, here's the astrology of emerald. Emerald has many qualities to expand the human body and the psyche, and it's easy to see why. It's ruled by fortunate planet Jupiter. No matter what history, myth, and legend there is about emerald, and far more than I can put here in this talk, it is always good. Like Jupiter, whatever it touches expands and becomes successful and fortunate. Emerald is seen as the right gemstone to always be worn for many, many reasons. The fact that emerald is associated with success in business or any other Jupiterian trait is historically been shown to be true. Everything about Jupiter is about growth. The color green, too, is symbolic of growth. Everything in our planet is about green. And this color equates with a positive growth and the qualities of green emerald as well. And what Jupiter cares about? Money. It's green also, at least in the US. So astrology transits and progressions with emerald. If one is handed a needle Jupiter with hard aspects, and wearing of an emerald might well help offset some of this energy and turn it into something far more positive. Or when the natal Jupiter in a person's chart is receiving hard aspects from another transit or progression, wearing emerald isn't a bad idea either. A transit or progression of Jupiter to your natal chart isn't all good or all bad. As the transit conjuncts one of your natal planets, be sure to check out if it's a soft aspect, which is a sextile or a trine, or a hard aspect like a conjunction, square, inconjunct, or opposition. Emerald is a good thing to wear. I would suggest putting rough tumbled piece of emerald, which is very cheap in comparison to buying a high-priced faceted emerald, in a leather pouch and wear it in your left pocket. Just put it there every day. The left side of our body draws energy into it, as I've said before. And if you want emerald's energy to do just that, the energy may compound and support soft aspects nicely and alleviate some of the hard aspects of energy simultaneously. That's a good deal. So, health implications of emerald. Oceanophastoa felt the emerald was one of the most important gems to help someone who had chronic disease. She felt that they should drink a glass of emerald-charged water every day as an adjunct to whatever else they were doing to get better, and also to take the suggestions from the health people too. Those with long-term chronic illness can help themselves if they are making changes and they move toward a positive growth. Those who do not want to change will not benefit from emerald. But those who are tired of suffering and who are looking for a new way to try and heal themselves will find emerald a gentle teacher. The sense of calmness that emerald bestows can help anyone, whether they have a disease or not. In our severely stressed outer world that is flying apart around us every day, emerald can center us, calm us, and support our knowing that we're going to withstand the storm and come out the other side in one piece. There are those who are always tense, stressed out, those who have burned out their central and parasympathetic nervous systems can get relief by wearing emerald. The soothing component of this gem's energy is wonderful for the raw nerves of many of today. Anyone who is easily fatigued, lack of energy, or loses energy quickly can benefit from a glass of emerald-charged water. It helps a person to sleep and stay asleep, at night at least. Okay, emerald in our spirit. Emerald works on our heart chakra, although in reality it works with all 9 of the chakras. It is an androgynous gemstone, meaning that there's an equal feminine and masculine energy traits within it. It doesn't hurt to drink a glass of charged emerald water every day. Water is good for hydration, and emerald energy supports your heart on all levels. People who are, quote unquote, all head, no heart, need emerald more than most, because if they drink either charged water or wear an emerald on the left side in their pocket of slacks or jeans, etc., it will subtly begin to engage the emotions and heart of the wearer. Usually, though, people who are already learning from mind to move toward their heart and is listening to their intuition and inner voice are more open to the above suggestions. So in summation, if one thinks a heavy, hardworking plow horse is beautiful, fast, or glamorous, no one does. But emerald is like a plow horse in many ways and respects. Although Asia adores emeralds, the rest of the world isn't that enamored with this beautiful, hardy gemstone. In Asia, it is adored and honored as being sacred and powerful and helpful. After all, it's nearly opaque if it is in mind run, for sure it is. There's no glitz or glamour to it. It's not transparent, so it won't glitter and flash like a several $1,000s emerald. Many don't consider it important at all. Sort of a middle-class gemstone, that's pretty much it. And typical of emerald, it doesn't toot its own horn or brag about its qualities and skills. This gemstone just quietly goes about its business, but it has a huge impact on our lives in a very positive way over time. The different colors of emerald are infused with the second chakra of energy and will work in tandem with the primary root chakra energy. Green emerald utilizes heart chakra. Yellow emerald has the solar plexus chakra, and red and gray emeralds are about the root chakra. Black and orange emeralds work with the sacral chakra. That symbolizes the fertile black darkness of a woman's womb, the center of birthing creativity of all kinds. White with emeralds connects with the crown chakra and with the root chakra. Any color of lavender or violet emerald works with the brow chakra. And remember that emerald is from the beryl family, and the beryl family comes in all colors. But if it's green, it's called emerald. And I hope that you have enjoyed this, and I hope that you get a lot out of it. Until next time, be well.